I might just possibly be able to have an enjoyable fight. Goes nothing. I'm aiming right for the stage. Try beam!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video, and we've got our boy Tien Shenhan, original Dragon Ball Tien Shenhan, from the World Tournament, coming as an LR to Dokkan. So naturally, we gotta talk about his details after that banger animation intro, right? I'm not gonna lie, his animations look pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. So, card art, goofy. Okay, goofy card art, nothing too crazy. But let's get into the details. We've got Final Trump card, or Earthlings category. Key +3, HP attack and defense 200%. Honestly, not bad. Final Trump card or Earthlings? I could see it, bro. I could see it. Okay. I mean, see, now if that was Earthbred fighters, right, instead of just Earthlings, that would be insane. I feel, right? Because then you could throw on Goku's and anybody that's been raised on Earth, right? So, I mean, cool. But nonetheless, here we go. So it activates the entrance animation upon the character's entry, key +4 and randomly, or excuse me, key +4 to 8 randomly at the start of turn for 10 turns. All right. That's going to cause some inconsistencies, but okay. 4 to 8, huh? All right. Then we've got key +2 and attack and defense of 250%. And all allies defense plus 30% for 2 turns. Okay, so we're just giving that away for free every time he's out, or what? Like, what is that? I believe so. Every time he's out, all allies just defense 30% for 2 turns. Cool. I mean, I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna say that's bad. So before receiving an attack within the turn, damage reduction rate of 75%. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Before receiving an attack, huh? So if he immediately gets supered, he's okay, right? He should be okay. Because he could attack too before receiving an attack, not necessarily after he attacks, right? And then, look, this is cute. Look at this. So then we've got, after receiving an attack as the first attacker in a turn, defense of 400% and damage reduction rate of 30%. And then key +3 in attack 100% and defense 200% and damage reduction rate of 20% for 3 turns. Okay, so we're getting 600% defense after receiving an attack as slot 1 attacker. And 30% damage reduction, and then another 20. So we're getting effectively 50% damage reduction, 100% attack, 600% defense, and 3 key for 3 turns. Or at least the key, when it starts at the key part. So the 100% attack, and then the 200% defense, and 20% damage reduction, those are for the 3 turns. But on the initial turn, after getting hit, he has all of that active. Well, we're starting off strong, Tien, my boy. Honestly, I think Tien is probably my favorite Earthling right? I don't know why. I don't know why. Some people are turned off by the Cyclops thing, you know? Like, I get it. He also grew, like, what, 2-3 arms, something like that, at one point as a technique, which is not great either. But I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That tri-beam, there's something about it, bro. That tri-beam is sexy. I'm sorry, I said it. When he does tri-beam, like, I mean, you saw it in the intro, like the whole stage was blown up. And at the time, that was catastrophic. That was cool, right? But then again, Tien is also one of the only Earthlings that'll just pull up against anybody. He doesn't care, right? Anybody. Cell, he did the same thing, right? Tri-beam spammed him to almost to death, his own detriment, just to stall Cell, right? Because he got a little bit stronger at the time. He was training and whatnot. He also pulled up to Nappa, right? Pulled up to Nappa, lost his own arm doing, combat with Nappa. And then he pulled up to Majin Buu. So, like, this guy literally does not care. You can catch the fade no matter what. He's all about the smoke, okay? And that's why I love Tien. Tien and that tri-beam, chef's kiss. And it looks like they did my boy right. But what else we got? So we got, as a second or a third attacker in a turn, attack plus 100%, and defense 200%, and attacks are effective against all types for 4 turns, and attack 400% and defense 200%, and great chance of evading enemies' attack when attacking. Okay. So effectively, 400% defense and 500 attack. Lord have mercy. That's a lot of attack, guys. I'm gonna be honest. That's a lot of attack. As a second and third attacker, huh? I like it. I do. I really, really do. What else do we have? So when receiving a Ki Blast super attack, high chance of nullifying it and countering with tremendous power. Nullifies it and counters with tremendous power if there is a Kamehameha category enemy. So that's guaranteed. Ooh. Ooh. You know there's a lot of Gokus that we fight, right? You know that, right? There's a lot of Gokus, a lot of Vegetas, Gohans, those type of people. Hey, we fight a lot of those these days. It wasn't always the case, but now we do, right? Now we do. So I can see him being quite strong against these foes, right? Especially some of these Gokus that be hitting you really, really hard with that Kamehameha wave. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we have our counter, Tien Shinhan. Okay, I like it. I do. I like it a lot. What else? What else does my boy have? So his active skill, that tri-beam. Look at it, that tri-beam. Anyway, active skill conditions can be activated when there is a Turtle School or Kamehameha category enemy, or starting from the 5th turn from start of battle, once only. Not a horrible condition, obviously, not too bad. You get a few turns with him just kind of doing his thing, and then, probably 5th or 6th turn, or 5th to 7th turn, actually, you can then go ahead and pop the tri-beam, and then, carry on. That's it. Causes ultimate damage to the enemy, and Ki plus 24 for 1 turn. So he's going to get max Ki for that turn, and we're kind of cooling out here, right? What else? What else really is there? Let me see. What are we doing on super? That's important. Unfortunate. Is that the 12 Ki? Raises attack for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to the enemy and lowers attack and defense. I mean, all right. I guess that's nothing to write home about. And then this one is just greatly raises attack and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. And most likely lowers defense and attack, right? Okay, I mean, that's all right. That's all right. It's nothing crazy, but to be fair, he seems like he could be just like he might be able to go slot 1, right? I would say a build for this character, in my honest, humble opinion, you could go a number of ways. If you want to focus his damage and putting him in slot 2 and 3 with that 50% chance to dodge, I believe. Let me double check that. Let me double check that before I'm spitting the wrong facts here. Let me double check. Yes. Actually, 70% chance to dodge. My fault, OG. 70% chance. So he's got a great chance of evading enemies' attack when attacking. Okay. Okay. So slot 2 and 3, 70% chance to dodge, 500% attack, 400% defense. I mean, to be fair, yeah, he's getting, damage reduction here and 600% defense, but he's still getting 400% defense as a second or third slot attacker. You know what I mean? And then he's getting all of that damage and his 70% chance to dodge. I mean, honestly, you could go crit with this guy, crit an additional if you really want to max out his like offensive potential, or alternatively, depending upon where you want his value to be, if you want him to be a defensive unit, I could say, give him the dodge build. Give him the dodge and maybe crit, right? Dodge and crit, because I don't think he has any crit. Does he? Does he have any crit built in again? I don't see anything about crit. No, but he is effective against all types. So one could argue you could even just do dodge and additional. As per usual with a lot of defensive cards, you do dodge and additional. However, he's not getting a whole lot from his additional. Okay? Normally, when we have defensive cards and we have them built in such a way where they're getting dodge and additional, it's because their super attack usually gives them more bang for your buck, right? They get attack and defense on super, and they're raising their defense a lot. But this guy, he just has it for free. Like, you don't got to do all that. So, again, an argument can be made that you do dodge and crit for this guy, right? You can max out both technically as far as like what side do you want to lean to? Do you want to lean more defensive or do you want to lean more offensive? And I mean, if you want to go straight offense, you can. But I mean, to me personally, I'd probably go dodge and crit, simply because you can get a lot of crit on him and you can get a lot of dodge on him, and I think he'd be fine, honestly. And what type is he? Let me see. What type are you, my boy? He's strength, so he's already going to have naturally a good amount of crit already, just starting off, right? You can get some good amount of crit on him without sacrificing too much dodge. So I mean, yeah, I honestly, I would go crit and dodge for sure. Maximize his damage, especially in slot 2 and 3, and then on top of that, then you can get the max damage from your tri-beam. Oh, the glorious tri-beam. Love that move. That move is just so good. It's so hot. Anyway, I think that's it for Tien, right? We covered everything, I think, as far as his passive and as well as his active skill and everything. Really straightforward character. You can use him kind of any way that you want, right? Because he's got massive damage reduction in slot 1, and then in slot 2, he's hitting like a truck. So, I mean, you kind of can go either way with it. It doesn't really matter. It's really up to you at that point and what the team is lacking and what he can provide to it. So I hope this was insightful. I hope this helped anyone that was trying to figure out what to do with this guy. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe, and leave your opinions about this character and what you think of him. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.